Hello everyone, welcome to my Moscow vlog. Let's get straight into it. From the beginning it gets really interesting. Here I am in a taxi. I went to the train station only to find out that I went to the wrong station. So I had to go to the other station where my train is actually leaving from. Immediately I got there, like as I got there the train just left. So I had to shift my ticket to the next train, which happens to be leaving from the first train station that I went to. So I booked another taxi and I went back to the first station. Like, from the beginning of the trip, I'm already stressed. Well, here I am in the train station, waiting for my train. Went down the terminal. In Russia, it's either you wait for a train or you miss it, because the train will never wait for you. They are very punctual. If the train was to leave 7, it would leave 7 on the dot. So while on the train, I literally just read and slept the whole ride. If you're wondering why I'm going to Moscow, I'm actually going for my friend's graduation. Yeah, 2 of them. Along the way, I'm going to show you Moscow city. That is where you have some of the tallest buildings in Europe. I'm going to show you the Moscow metro system. I'm just going to show you around the city, and I just hope you enjoy it. Here we are at the Kazan railway station. You can see the beautiful architectural designs. This station is very busy all the time throughout the year. It takes about 1,400 passengers per hour. What a nice gentleman. He held the door for me. Most Russians are actually nice. Just across the road you have other railway stations. That's Yaroslavsky railway station, and the other one is Leningradsky railway station. I just branched KFC for a quick snack. I think I still have sleep in my eyes, to be honest. But anyway, it is what it is. I want to see what I'm eating. Welcome to the Moscow metro. This is our first look of the metro. Here we have the whole map. I mean, this is just so complicated. Whenever you come to Moscow and you decide to stay for a while, I'm sure you're gonna get lost at least once while trying to navigate this metro. The first metro station was built since the time of the Soviet Union, and they are still building new stations. This is one of the reasons why I really like Moscow, is because you have a lot of options when moving from one point to another. You either take the bus, take the metro, take a taxi, you drive yourself. Yes, they have a lot of car sharing services, as you will see in this video. You can drive yourself, you can use bicycles or scooters scattered around the city. All you have to do is to download the app, and then you unlock the bicycle or the scooter, and then you ride as much as you want, and then you park it, and then they deduct their money, and that's it. Here I am. I just got to my apartment. I had to dress real quick because I'll be going for the graduation right now. This is my guy. We stay together. This is the car that I got to go for the graduation. It's like I told you, different options.
Диалог Ерим Мумадов. Султан Шахид Ибрагим. Таратин Даниил Вячеславович.
Wow, what a long day. Finally, we are out of the hall. As I just showed you some seconds ago, a lot of people are out already. Really beautiful weather. As expected, we took a lot of pictures, and as you can see, a lot of people actually came for the graduation from other Russian cities, just like we did, because I don't actually live in Russia, in Moscow. What a beautiful campus. I would really love to study here just because of the environment. More pictures. After all this, we went back home just to rest. Just look at this view. After resting, here we are on the way to celebrate our guys. We went to this nice restaurant, but I was so busy enjoying the moment that I even forgot to record. The next day, I felt I had some more energy in me, so I went to play basketball. Yes, basketball. Look at this nice court. These are some of the greats. Look at Kyrie Irving, LeBron James, and down there, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Over here in Russia, you see a lot of this. When you go to their basketball courts, they like putting the pictures of NBA players. I had a really solid session. I was given a professional trainer where we worked on different elements of basketball. We worked on shooting, worked on bouncing, a lot of stuff. I really got a lot of value from this. After the session, I went home, I got dressed, rested, and I'm out again with my guys. Here we are at the metro on our way to Moscow City. Yes, Moscow City. Welcome to Moscow City. This is where you have some of the tallest buildings in Europe. Yes, I think this one in my front was the tallest till they built a new one in St. Petersburg. This is the second capital of Russia. I mean, look at these. After enjoying the views of Moscow City, I met up with some of my friends and we headed to Rudan University. That is the People's Friendship University of Russia. Rudan is one of the top-ranking universities in Russia. Anyway, after a long day, this is how we usually come back home with my guy. We get water and the supplies that we need. The next day, I headed out early in the morning just to hang out with my friend. My friend is actually leaving for his country. He's leaving from Russia to Tajikistan. So we plan to hang out before he leaves. I'm going to escort him to the airport. I would be meeting my friend at the Kremlin. As you can see, those red walls, those are the walls of the Kremlin. The Kremlin, as I understand, is the administrative office of the Russian president. So there is a high probability that the Russian president himself is inside right now. Here we have the whole map of the Kremlin and the parks and the buildings around it. It's really self-explanatory and it helps to avoid people from getting lost. Back on the go, my friend and I are heading to the central mosque of Moscow. Man, look at this. This is the most beautiful mosque I've seen in my life. Next, we'll be heading to an English bookstore. Throughout my life in Russia, I never saw a bookstore where they have just English books till I heard about this one. Here we are on the way. We just arrived. As someone that really likes to read, I took my time a lot in this bookstore just to see the books they have. And it was really hard to choose, but I had to choose at the end. After this, I went to play billiard with my friend. This is our last game before he leaves. This is us on the way to the motor station, where we'll get a bus that will take us directly to the airport. Here's my friend just saying goodbye. I recorded a video to send it to my other friends that know him, just to say goodbye. After that, on my way back, I was like almost alone in the metro going back home because it was very late, around 10, 11. I can't remember the time exactly. As you can see, I'm the only person sitting here. The next day, I was very lucky to get the BMW in the morning. I was just upgraded to premium in the car sharing service, so now I have access to BM, the Benz, the Audi of the world because of how good of a driver I am. Here we are at the mall. We just went to hang out, do some shopping, just to avoid staying at home. Whenever I'm traveling, I don't like just lying in bed. I just keep asking myself, why did I travel at the first place if I'll just be lying in bed? As this was around July 2022, when Russia was hit with all these sanctions, so as you can see there, Zara closed and a lot of other big brands in Russia were closed. Later on, we came out in the evening and we went to the Great VDNH, that is the exhibition of achievements of national economy. I mean, this place is so massive. This is where we spent the rest of the day, the rest of the night. We were here just moving up and down with my guys till like 2-3 a.m. Initially, you went to get the scooters to get in because the place is so big, but when you're riding the scooter down there, the speed automatically reduces. I think they've programmed it already that you can't go fast. So we went back to drop the scooters and now we are going on foot. The Exhibition of Achievements of National Economy Center is literally an exhibition center. Before, it used to be called All Russia Exhibition Center. This is where they display a lot of the achievements of even the Soviet Union and then current Russia. Like these buildings you're seeing, they are pavilions of some of the Soviet Union countries. Like this one you're seeing is for Ukraine. We have pavilions for Belarus, for Armenia, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, and so on. While this you're seeing is the Space Pavilion, this rocket is called Vostok, while that plane is called Tupolev Tu-154, which was used as a flight test bed. I honestly think my camera is not doing justice to the size of this. You need to come and see this whenever you're in Moscow. The territory of this place is actually greater than that of the Principality of Monaco. It has approximately 400 buildings. Here we are, we were just really tired, so we sat down just to rest. And lucky enough for us, we actually got scooters at the end. When you go down this road, there's a place where you can get scooters, and we couldn't resist but to take it to be going around. While we were riding, we went on a wooden part which was wet, and then my guys fell down. This is the highlight of the day of the whole trip, man. And this guy was clearly enjoying it. Anyway. Now this is us riding to the exit. We had a really long day, a long night I would say. Along the way, that's Europe's tallest Ferris wheel. The next day, we had to leave our apartment by 12 p.m. But my train will be leaving later in the evening, so we had to move around, go to malls, just spend time before we leave. While I was here, I was invited by my friend to come play basketball before I go. So I got the Benz, I really enjoyed driving this car. Then I parked it and I took the metro to complete my distance because it was really far. The name of the place is Padmastam, which means under the bridge. This is where I played with my friend till it was time for me to leave. My phone actually died. From here I went straight to the station and straight to my city. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure you like and subscribe for more.